Well, good morning. Today is Monday, April 1st, and this is not an April Fool's joke. I am actually really, truly here. I know over the weekend it might have sounded like I was giving up, but I'm not. I'm just not giving up. And thanks to my friend Anita over at Chit Chat Paddywhack, I am not going to be apologizing for the weekend. I'll talk about the weekend, but you're not getting any apologies out of me because I promised her I wouldn't apologize. She says, I know who you are. You're going to apologize. That's just who you really were. No, I'm not going to apologize. But we'll get to that. We're not starting an apology tour, I'll tell you that much. But I sat myself here in front of my family pictures. These are my favorite ones over here. Just to remind myself that, I'm not doing this just for myself. I'm doing this for my family. And as you can see, I've got lots of family on the wall. So I can't be letting them down. It's bad enough I let myself down, but I'm not going to let them down too. First and most important, before we get into all the babbling, we have birthdays. We have lots of birthdays. So we're going to start off with Kat, K-A-T-D. Today's her birthday. Like I said, no particular order. It's just the way they showed up in my birthday calendar. Oh, maybe Sophia will come and sing. You want to sing with me, Sophia?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, here comes Sophia. Her hair is a hot mess because we've just gotten up and she's in the process of getting beautified because Sophia's on spring break. And then after we get done here doing our opening video, we're going to go pick up Alyssa. So, the first birthday we're going to sing to is Kat.
Okay.
You got to get in the film. You got to move your chair over. Move it over. We should have situated beforehand, but we weren't planning on this. This is just an ad lib going on. There we got Sophia. Okay, so it's Kat. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kat. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. You gotta go cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. Okay, and then the next one is for Susan Niebrick. We're just gonna say Susan. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And then Lisa Short. Gotta get you in there. You're not really in. Let's get Sophia really into the picture here. We gotta get her in there. Who do I say? Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa Short, but we're just going to say Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And then the last one is from Awesome Otter, but her real name rhymes with banana, so I'm thinking it's Shanna. Shanna Banana. Like Hannah Banana, but it's Shanna Banana, so it's Shanna. Hopefully that's right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shanna. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, you can go now. Not that I want her to leave, but I know she doesn't want to be here for the whole babbling brook that we're going to be talking about. So anyway, I do have my water. I'm gonna back on track today. There's good news and bad news. And you always start off with the bad news because then the good news sounds that much better. Always remember that. The bad news is I had a completely lost weekend. It was lost. It was so lost. I was just really just down in the dumps, just so down in the dumps. And I just don't know why I let a small number, 0.5, a small number on the scale affect me so much, but it affected me so badly. And it was terrible. It was just absolutely terrible. And I just let it affect my whole well-being for the whole weekend. And there's just a couple of, so many people reached out to me, and I don't even want to start naming names, but just so many people, whether it was on Facebook or on my messenger or your videos or texting me or calling me or saying, snap out of it. Just so much. I felt so much love. It just, but that's not the bad news. The bad news was that I went crazy. The good news is that even though I had a really bad weekend, I really looked for the positive aspect. When I went to church yesterday, before I went to church, I have to tell you, and it's like I said, I wasn't going to name names, but they're just my newest friends. I have so many friends, and my old friends, you know who you are, and you just know that I don't need to drop your name. I just don't need to drop your name. But before I went to church, I was still feeling very low, very despondent, just really bad. And I was watching videos before I went, trying to give me some sense of purpose in my life, I guess. I don't know. And I went over to Smack Vision because they had a quick little 4-minute video, and I thought that gives me just enough time before I got to get in the shower and get ready for church. And they're just so much fun. They have so much fun, and it just reminded me of how much fun I have had in the past and how much fun I can have in the future. And at the very end of the video, when they said my name, it was just like it perked me up. And I understand now when you guys say that you like to hear your name. You know, it just, I know it's the narcissist in me, but I loved hearing my name, and it just perked me up. And I went to church, and I said I dedicated my mass to Gina's father-in-law, who recently passed away, and my communion, and really prayed really hard to get my mind straight. And the truth be told, I just didn't listen for the answer. I just didn't listen because I came home and fell into my old ways and just ate and went crazy, and didn't pay any mind to how I wasn't opening my heart. I wasn't listening. I really wasn't listening. And last night, like about 11:30, I really opened up my heart, and I really heard. And so I found, Jim was asleep. He had gone to bed early, and I went in the bedroom and I grabbed up all my books that I have beside my bed, and all my journals and my diaries and stuff like that, and I brought them into the TV room where I usually do my filming, but not today. But and I found my old journals. Look at them. They're just full of information. They're just so full of information. And I opened up this one. Let's show you the front of it. Follow that dream. I will, but I just randomly opened it, and I am a believer in fate and signs and things like that. One of the things that set me off in church really was there's this man. I honest to God thought it was my father, because I sat and I looked and I thought, oh my God, that's my dad. It's my dad. My dad's been dead since 1983. This man from behind in the side was my father. It was my father. And then I could see it, and I could see that was my dad. I could see it. And I just kept staring at him, I wasn't paying attention to the Mass, just staring at him. Great thing. I know you hear that, Gina. Oh, I thought you dedicated the Mass and she didn't pay attention. But it was just for a hot minute, probably for 5 hot minutes, but it was for 5 minutes. Our Masses usually are about an hour and 15 minutes, so the other hour and 10 minutes I dedicated to Thomas. But that 5 minutes, that was all me. But anyway, I kept looking at him, and I thought, oh my God, that's my father. And so then they started singing another song, and I looked in my missalette to find the book, and then I looked, and I found the song we were looking, and I looked up, and the man no longer resembled my father anymore. I could see that what I saw before wasn't really him. And that kind of set me off a little bit. But you won't convince me that wasn't my father sitting there in some sort of a spirit. Anyway, I'm getting off track, and it's already 9 minutes in. But anyway, the quote that I found when I opened up the book randomly to February 2nd, 2017, the difficulty lies not so much in developing new habits as in leaving the old habits in the past. Oh my gosh, that just spoke to me. It just spoke to me so much. So, the good news. Here's the good news. I'm back. I woke up this morning with a whole new, I feel ill, truth be told, but that's good news because it reminds me how much better I can be. I did find this is a full journal. It's completely full. I'm going to make a list today of all my normal food, my foods that I normally eat all the time, and put their point values for it. And I think I figured out how to do it on the computer so I can print off a sheet of my own. And I looked at it, and it's basically all the food I'm still eating now, but it's obviously with different point values, and they're subscribed to that. I started reading my book this morning, and thank you, Diane. It's really helping me out a lot this morning. That kind of helped me out too. But I came up. I looked at my calendar for March, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. I really thought I did so well. I started off the month on a high, first of all, which kind of covered me. But for the whole month, and I am going to say only because, you know, like when I was wallowing in self-pity through the whole weekend thinking I was doing so poorly, I really was thinking that I really gained a lot. And the truth be told, it's not a thing to brag about, but I only gained 1.1. I gained a pound. So in the whole scheme of things, why did I do all of that crap to myself over the weekend for a crappy little pound? It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Although I did so poorly over the weekend that, you know, once again, I'm going to set myself up for having a gain on Saturday again because of my poor choices for the weekend. But I came across this quote, not a quote, but what I'm going to do, it's the 10 news, NEW, that are going to subscribe or are going to define me for this month. Because today is a new day. It's a new week. It's a new month. So it's also a new beginning, a new mindset, a new focus, a new start, new intentions, new results, and a new me. And when I say a new me, I don't mean that I'm going to completely change who I am. I'm going to change my attitude of how I look at myself and how much I think that I influence other people. I guess I put too much of a burden on myself that I'm always worried about other people and I don't really put myself first. And that's my family, that's my friends, that's everybody. I put everybody first. I put everybody before me. And I can't do that. I got to put me first, at least for now. But when I was looking through the book, this is my first journal when I started Weight Watchers. This is what I weighed in just before my 40th birthday, my 39th birthday rather. I wanted to lose a lot of weight before I turned 40. So, and this I probably weighed about 210 to 215. I'm 237 right now, so that's 20 pounds later. And this would be my goal so far. I love playing ball. I really love playing ball. It was 175. I was about 175 in that picture. And I know I could get back there. See, even then I wore baseball caps. Always wear baseball caps. But that's my plan. I really have a plan. I really have an outlook. I really know I'm going to do better. I have no doubts. I really have no doubts. I know that somewhere along the line in the future I'm probably going to, you know, screw up. I was going to say that nasty word, but I had to remember where I was. But I know that in the future I probably will screw up. But, you know, I just have to tell you guys that I put off answering my comments over the weekend because I just was, like I said, in my self-pity mode. And I didn't realize how much I was loved because it took me, oh, perfect cue. They knew that I was going to cry. Well, the phone rang at the perfect time. It gave me time to compose myself. So anyway, I kept putting off answering my comments because I just was in a funk and I didn't want to do it because I just didn't. And then I had over 300 comments. It took me 3.5 hours to answer them. I am not complaining. I am just not complaining. I know that sounds like I'm complaining, but it really showed me, a lot. It showed me how much people, not so much depend on me, but as Sally Field said, you like me, you really, really like me. And it was all I needed. It was all I needed, because I didn't start answering the comments till, it had to been like almost 8 o'clock. And when I got done at 11:30, that's when I went and looked for my journals. That's when I really opened up my heart and listened, and made the decision that I think is going to change everything around. I really do. I am determined. I got my determination back. So this is going to be 2 videos today. Sorry, I'm so sorry about that. But I'll talk about my plan of attack for April on my next video. You'll have to wait until tonight to see that one, but at least I got this one up and loaded. And for the people that are worried about me, no need to worry, I'm back. I'm back being that goofy girl. Let me show you. Let me show you how goofy I am. And Caitlin and Angela, thank you. Thank you for always mentioning me. You're just so good to me. But this is the Sandy that's back. That's who's back. I really am. So give this video a like, because you can really like this video today. You really can, because I have my mojo back. I really do. Subscribe, comment, and you can share it if you want. I don't blame you if you don't, but thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for everything you do for me. I really, there's no words. There really are no words.